Hello, welcome, mate. Tonight we're celebrating 100 followers. Because do you remember the 21st night of September? Alright, let me get the background music. Play. There we go. Hopefully the background music isn't too loud. Last time it was like really loud. I think I have it lower, so it should be good. So, tonight, to celebrate getting 100 followers, I am going to be doing a tier list. I'm going to be ranking every animated movie and every animated movie of the 2010s. At least I hope all of them are on this list. I just picked one. I think it looks like they're all there. Kind of hard to tell. I like to do tier lists for celebrations because it's like something that helped me talk a lot. Maybe I'll play a game afterwards. I'm not sure. Or maybe I was supposed to stream Mario Rabbids tonight, but since it's, like I got 100 followers last stream and it's the 21st night of September, I thought like I kind of have to do it, for the meme. So we're doing it tonight. I could do Mario Rabbids tonight after the tier list, but I don't know. Maybe I want to burn out. Maybe I'll play something else. Not sure. But anyway, I guess we can just get into it. Let's see. Yeah, gaming. Is this big enough? Let me look at my other screen. I think it should be fine. All right. I'm gonna make this bigger so y'all can see the tier list better. Let's do that maybe center it. I think right here is good. I think it's a good size. I don't want to block the followers. Oh crap, it's overlapping. Uh-oh. Now you gotta fix that. I want to fix that real quick. It might take a second. 1 second. I don't like how... Oh, I should probably change the goal. I think I'm gonna make the new follow goal 150, and then we'll go 200. Or I could just do 200 now. I'm not sure exactly when I'll do the next celebration. Either it'll be 150 or 200. We will do tier list animated movies of the 2000s, maybe. And then if we go 300 or 250, we'll do the 90s. And then we'll have to think of something else, because I don't know. I think I've seen that many animated 80s movies. Let me fix the goal real quick. That's bugging me. Hopefully it doesn't break the stream. Let's see, which one do I click? I think it is Streamer Tools, yeah. Nice. Just real quick. I think it's... I'll say subs, yeah. Oh, I also need to test my rewards in a second. Okay, so it's follower goal. We'll do that. And let's change the goal. Now I'll make it match. You can't see it right now, but it's fixed. I have to click a update, save or whatever, and then you'll see it. Let's see. Session data. Let's make it 150. There we go. Save change. Okay, should be good. And save. There we go, much better. That was bugging me. Alright, I can X out of this. Okay. So let's get into the tier list. Oh, let me test games real quick. I want to make sure everything works. Oh, dang, I am sharing a single mouse with 2 computers. So I'm going like back and forth. Be a producer. There we go. Okay, alright, now we can do it. Everything better. Fix it. Alright. So, the tier list. Can I fix that real quick? Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at the tier list. Alright. So, what's the first movie? Cars 3. Cars 3 was okay. I thought it was alright. We'll put Cars 3... I want to put Cars 3 in good. It might be average, but I think Cars 3 was good. Like, I think it was a good movie. The trailers went hard. Like, why... The trailers were, like, really violent with Lightning McQueen almost dying. It was like, whoa, what the... Like, they knew, like, people are like, you know, no one gives a crap about Cars after Cars 2, so, like, we need to be, like, do something that's gonna get people talking about Cars. So they murdered Lightning McQueen in the trailers. It was kind of crazy. Am I lagging? And my eyes were twitching a while ago, and I thought, like, I got it fixed, but it's starting to do it again tonight. That sucks. It's annoying. Okay, Despicable Me. I don't know if I'll say... I kind of want to put bad, but I think I'm going to put mediocre. It's not... I don't like it. It's not good. But, like, it's probably one of the better ones. I'm going to put it mediocre. I have a hard time putting things in good or bad. I think I'm too nice. I don't know. Despicable Me was lame. When we were younger, me and my siblings used to binge movies. Like, we'd get a new movie and watch it over and over again. Then we got Despicable Me, and we're like, oh, do you want to watch it a second time? And my sibling was like, no. And that's when we stopped binging movies over and over again, because Despicable Me sucked. The buildings look really nice. I remember thinking the city's animation looked really nice. But, like, I don't know if the movie, like, aged very well, animation-wise. Romeo and Juliet. I don't think it's mediocre. I think it's average. It's just like okay, but it's probably lower. I don't know. We'll put Romeo and Juliet in average. I think it's an okay movie. Kind of cringy, just because it's like, you know, like a musical kind of romancy kind of movie. It's kind of cringy, but it's okay. All right, Kung Fu Panda 2. This one is really good. I'm gonna put perfect. I really enjoyed Kung Fu Panda 2. Like, we got like a holiday when we were younger. We watched it and I was like, damn, why is this movie so good? The first one's good, but it's not the best movie ever. But like, they went all out for the second one. I was really surprised. I think it's one of the best DreamWorks movies. Is this the Zack Snyder Owl movie? I think Zack Snyder made this Owl movie. I could be wrong. I'm gonna put it average, because I don't think it's bad, but like, I don't necessarily like it. I heard it was apparently very beautiful in 3D when you watched it in theaters. I remember like a cashier person talked to my parents growing up saying that they saw it in theaters and it was incredible. Kind of missed it, I don't know. Okay. Oh, Mars Needs Moms. Funny story about Mars Needs Moms. When it first came out, day one it came out, we found it at a thrift store for $1. That's how bad Mars Needs Moms is. So we're gonna put this in bad. I honestly don't really... I think there's too many bad... I might change the scoring thing, remove some. Like, I think what we're gonna do... Can I edit these? Oh, I can. I don't know. We'll put it in bad. Yeah, I'll put it bad. I'm probably just gonna do up to bad, because I think there's too many options here. Haven't seen. Can I make a new one? Let's see, how do I add a new one? Let's see. Add row below. Alright. Maybe I have seen it. What's his name? I don't think I've seen it. Haven't seen. Haven't seen. I'll do that. Haven't seen. Haven't seen that one. Okay, Puss in Boots. I think I'm gonna put it at average. It was, you know, maybe good. Let me see. I might put it good. I feel like I don't know. It's an okay movie. I just think there's some parts that kind of drags a little bit. Like they do like the whole flashback of him as a kid, and I think it drags way too long. Like it was like way too long and kind of dumb, and some of the scenes were kind of babyish. Like it was some cool moments and then some weird moments. But it's an okay movie. I'm gonna say it's good. Maybe not the best DreamWorks, but it's like a good DreamWorks movie. Wreck-It Ralph. It gets a lot of hate, and I'm gonna put it average. I don't really want to put it average. Maybe high average to good. Like, it gets a lot of hate, which is, like, I guess understandable, but, like, it's still technically, I think, an okay movie. I'm gonna put lower good. Rango. Rango's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put it good. I think there's too many things here. I'm gonna change it up. I want it to be, let's do S tier. Great. Good. Let's see, let me copy average. Average. Mediocre. And bad. Alright, and then we'll delete these ones. So let me move these up. So this is good. Let's put this average. Alright, that should be good. And we'll delete these ones. Delete row. That should be better. And let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the, let's make these capital letters so it matches. Good. Great. I think this is better. Did I just spell tier? S tier. Alright. So I'll do, I think that's better. Why is that highlighted? Oh shit. Oh, did I undo? I'll just leave it. I think the colors moved with them. Oh well. Alright, Shrek the Third. You know what? I might put Rango in gray, but I'm gonna put it good. No, I think I'll put it here. Put Rango there, but I feel like it's good. Not necessarily. Technically, I think it's a great movie, but like, I'm going through like personal feelings whether or not I really like them. Like that vibe, the vibe of like, ooh, I like this movie. Like I can acknowledge movies are good, but sometimes it's just like, I don't know. Like I have no strong feelings one way or another, other than acknowledging that yeah, it's good. Shrek, or we will put. I think it's on the same level as Puss in Boots, but I think I'm gonna put it in average. I want to put it lower. I'll put it lower. Lower good. I think it's fine. Oh, but Rango, the animation Rango's really good. Like, they look really realistic. I'm honestly kind of like, Nickelodeon should have made more movies, but they just stopped for a while. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. It's a good movie. It's really funny. Like, it's like, even people who hated the show was like, damn, the movie's actually good. Like, it surprised everyone, honestly. So we're gonna put that in good. Wonder Park, haven't seen, heard it's trash. And the current, what happened was like they basically like, oh, we need a Nickelodeon's like, we want to make movies. So they went into like the SpongeBob, people making SpongeBob, like, any ideas for a movie? One guy's like, oh, I wanted to make a movie about an amusement park. And they're like, all right, great, get this guy a movie. Turns out he was a piece of shit person, like a creep or whatever. So they had to fire him. So this movie ended up having no director, like no director at all, apparently. So like, it's just a movie that exists, like a directorless movie that just they just kept animating. There's an entire spin-off show they made for this because they were hoping it to be a franchise. It's never released. There was like even like TV spots for it, but they never released it. Who knows where the Wonder Park is? The Wonder Park animated series is, but it's in like the Nickelodeon vault. It's gone. Monsters University. Monsters University. I want to say average. You know, honestly, I think a lot of these movies should probably go to average. I might move these lower. I'm gonna organize them by color, maybe. Let's do that. But Monsters University is kind of lame. Just something about it's kind of like cringy. I don't know. It's like you got this fantasy world of monsters, but they just like made it like human world. It just looks like a human school. Everything just like they got rid of everything that was interesting in Monsters Inc. It's just kind of lame. But then I think they the person who made it went ahead and made an Onward, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, oh, cool concept, fantasy creatures in a modern setting, but again, it's just Earth. It's lame, honestly. Nothing really cool. Adventures of Tintin. Okay, I kind of want to put this next to Rango, but I think it's just good. I'm gonna put it next to Rango for now because it's probably just average. I'm gonna put it good. The animation's strange. It's like an amusement park ride of a movie. Like, they look so realistic and there's so many action sequences. I think it was probably made for 3D. So, like, I think I saw, like, a clip on, like, Twitter or something, like, an action sequence. But, like, everyone's so small and out of focus and there's so much going on that, like, I can't really tell what's going on. There's too much going on. We'll put it good. Let's put it next to Puss in Boots. I want to move Puss in Boots higher. We'll do that. Lego Batman movie. It's probably great. I might put it good. I was honestly kind of disappointed when I saw it in theaters. I don't really like movies with... I might put it higher. I'm not sure. We'll put it good for now. But, like, I don't really like movies where, like, the moral of the story is, like, really shoved in your face. And I thought the moral was really shoved in your face about him having to start a family. And one thing I like about Lego movies, I really like their original designs for minifigures. They're, like, really creative and colorful. So, like, I love the designs they did for the Batman villains. But, like, they're not in it at all. Instead, they're replaced with pop culture references, like non-DC villains, and just kind of like, it's kind of cool, but honestly, I feel like Lego movie is the big crossover thing, and the Lego Batman movie should have been a Batman thing with like Batman villains. Like, cool concept, but it's kind of like, it's just, I would have preferred you to save this for Lego Movie 2, because Lego Movie 2 wasn't as good as the first one, and I think a bunch of villains teaming up in a Lego movie is a cool idea, but like I don't know if they should have did it in a Batman movie when all their villains, his villains look really, really cool. Angry Birds. I think I'm gonna put it in average. The pacing in Angry Birds was really weird. Where like I like to describe it where it's like, you know, like the comics books that are like a compilation of comic strips. Like if you get like one of those Garfield books, some of the comic strips kind of have like an ongoing narrative, like a little story, but like it's a weekly comic strip, so it's like random gags that are kind of loosely connected, but not really. This kind of felt like that, like a bunch of random gags that kind of are part of the story, but just didn't really feel like a movie. The sequel's a little better. I don't really like the like Adam Sandler style relationship with Red and the girl bird, where it's like, oh, they hate each other, but then they fall in love. It's just like, I don't want to see people arguing. It's annoying. Smallfoot. I think I'm gonna put Smallfoot in lower good. Smallfoot was alright. There isn't anything inherently bad with it, so like I kind of want to put it in average. I might put it in average. I'm gonna put it in average. Some of these I might move down. Let's move these. I don't know. I want to put it in good because I think Smallfoot was a decent movie. We'll put it in good. Haven't seen, if it's anime, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it, but it's probably trash. I do not have no interest in raunchy Seth Rogen comedies. I do not enjoy them. Madagascar 3. I'm gonna put Madagascar 3 in good. It has really good moments, but there are parts in it that I like don't like. Like there'll be moments like, oh, this is really good Madagascar, and then there'll be parts where it's like, did this stream die? Stream die? Here. 1 second, I think the stream's dead. Oh, it's back. We're back. Oh, I hope the stream doesn't die because I don't want to edit the VOD. But like, and then there's like parts that are just kind of little kiddie movie, kind of not as good as the other ones. Shut up, phone. But like, the parts that are really good are really good. I like the car chases with the penguins, where they're like destroying the city in their car, and it's like, activate the nuclear reactor. This car is nuclear? Nuclear. And I love the ending where it's Madame Dubois doing her speech at the zoo, and she's like, I didn't do it for the money, the gun in her like mascot hand. I did it for the lion, and points at Alex. That's probably like that's a really good villain moment. I really like that. That was really cool. That's probably like one of the better DreamWorks villain moments. Haven't seen, probably bad. Again, I'm gonna put this in great, but like I have no real strong feelings for it, but I acknowledge that it is a great movie. Sometimes there's movies that are great, but like I don't really care. Something about me that's like, okay, it exists, but like I don't hate it, dislike it, just like, it's alright. I watched it, it's cool. Okay, Paranorman. I think Paranorman's good. I haven't watched Paranorman in a while. We'll put Paranorman in good. It's a good movie. Hotel Transylvania. We'll put it average. I don't think it's the best movie I ever made. I'm kind of surprised it became a series. It's kind of average, but like it's a decent movie. Frankenweenie. I think it's good. If it's stop motion, it's definitely good. It probably should go higher, but like I'm gonna put it good. Let's see. Haven't seen this. Put it next to the Sausage Party because its colors match. Finding Dory. I'm gonna put it average, and I might move some stuff down. honestly might move some stuff down. Because technically I think it's good, but like, I don't really care for it at all. It's pretty much on the same level as... We'll move them down. Move Shrek down. Nah. No. We'll move Shrek back up for now. We'll put these in average. Like, good. Like, they're borderline good. Lego Movie. This one, S tier. Some of my favorite movies are the ones that surprise me. Like, where it's like, they're making... Like, I did not want to watch... Like, when I remember I used to read movie magazines. Like, news magazines, because I like following movie news. And I saw they're making a movie about Legos. And I'm like, huh, how are they going to make a movie about Legos? That's the dumbest idea ever. And then I saw the trailers. And I bursted out laughing because it looked incredible. Somehow they freaking made a really good Lego movie. And I saw it in theaters and it was just as good as my reaction. I love movies that surprise me. Same thing happened with Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs, Megamind, I guess Kung Fu Panda. They surprised me. I didn't expect them to be that good. Alright. Captain Underpants. Captain Underpants is about Smallfoot level. It's good. I don't really like what they did with Poopy Pants a little bit. I think he should have turned evil like in the books, where like he gets fed up with the name calling and then snaps and becomes evil, rather than him just being evil from the get-go. It's kind of a little much for me, but it's a good movie. Haven't seen, heard bad. Haven't seen Planes. Early Man. I think Early Man is average. It is technically a good movie, but like it's just sports. Like they have the Aardmen doing cavemen, and they choose to do soccer. It's just a soccer movie, not really caveman-y at all. Just kind of meh. It is funny how they get like celebrities to do goofy voices in Aardman movies. Like apparently the voice actor for Loki, Tom Hiddleston, voices the villain or whatever, and they have him doing like a cartoony, goofy voice. That's kind of cool. Okay, I don't want to put Tangled in average. I want to put it in good, but like I don't know if it's one of the best Disney animated movies because it's a very small scale. Like it's a good movie, I really enjoy it, but like I kind of forget it. Like nothing really happens in it, but it's a good movie. The show's pretty nice. So like the characters feel different in the show. Like it's weird. I think it's like voice direction. You get like movie voice actors and like TV voice direction. They sound more kiddish. And there's some things in the show that annoy me, but like the show's good. Zootopia. I want to put Zootopia in great. Probably even S, maybe. I want to put Zootopia in S. I really enjoyed Zootopia. Zootopia was really good. Strange Magic. It's probably bad, but I want to put it in mediocre because there's some things in it that are kind of interesting. Like, it's like about like a love potion. The bad guy, basically, someone uses the love potion on a girl, one of the sister princesses, and the bad guy kidnaps her. And you're like, oh, he's evil. But turns out the reason he kidnaps her is because like he tried using the love potion once, but then realized that's creepy as fuck. So he's like, mission is make sure no one uses love potions ever again. So he's actually a pretty chill guy. Ends up hooking up with the older sister, Princess Fairy or whatever. Like that's like a really cool concept. I really like that. Just the movie sucked. I like the concept. I don't know. I thought that was a cool concept. It's just the movie's lame. I kind of wish you could redo a movie, like start over. But like, it is what it is. It could have been cool, but it wasn't good. Ferdinand. I'm going to put Ferdinand top average. I think it's a good movie. But I'm going to put it average. There's like a scene where it's like the one bull's like getting sent to like the slaughterhouse, meat house. It's like, well, that's really dark. He's like, yeah, I got chosen, guys. And they shut the trunk and it says, slaughterhouse. It's like kind of dark, but then they go back to the slaughterhouse or whatever, and he's just tied up, still alive. And I'm like, it's been several days. He's been tied up on a table, and they've done nothing. It's kind of hard to believe. Like how? Why is he still alive in there? Let's see, I'll do that. It's kind of goofy. Turbo. We'll put Turbo average. It's an okay movie. Honestly, I think. Nah, this is alright. Some of these I feel like I need to move up a little bit. Or some of them I need to move down. Or make it another tier. I don't know. Wreck-It Ralph. Hello, welcome! Yay, I got 100 followers! Oh, yes, I am the 100th follower? I think you're the 101. But thank you for coming. I got 100 followers Tuesday. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I think you followed me 3 hours ago when I wasn't streaming. Thank you so much. Wreck-It Ralph. I think I'm gonna put Wreck-It Ralph in good, but I think it's probably great. But I'm gonna put it good. Put it right here. How's your day doing? We're ranking the animated movies of 2010 tonight to celebrate getting 100. All right, Inside Out. I'm gonna put Inside Out good. I honestly don't really care much for it, but like it's a good movie. We'll put it good. Put it here. I think it probably should go up higher, but honestly, don't really care about it that much. Smurfs. Smurfs was mediocre. I don't know. Oh, we're ad break. Crap. Like, with Smurfs, it's like they should have done animated to begin with, but they did it and just kind of feel like it's too late and just... My problem with Smurfs movies is that they expect you to know who the Smurfs are. Like, they're like these big, iconic characters, but honestly, like, I don't think anyone knows or cares about the Smurfs. And I think they should do the Smurfs from the beginning, like make a movie where they introduce who the fuck they are. They're just kind of like, yeah. I think it was just mediocre. Megamind. This movie, S tier, one of the best DreamWorks movies next to Kung Fu Panda 2. I'll put it up top. It was such a good movie. I didn't expect it to be good. I thought the TV spots for it were kind of lame. But Megamind really surprised me. I really love Megamind. It's a really good movie. The Shaun the Sheep the movie. You booping phone. Yeah. Shut up. Shaun the Sheep the movie, I think is good. I'm gonna put it in good. Probably I might move the Early Man up higher. Do I put Shaun the Sheep good or average? I'm not sure. The tough one. I'm gonna put it good for now, but I might move it lower. This kind of feels mean Early Man's down here when they're like pretty much same quality. Like not bad movies, but like just okay. Kubo and the Two Strings kind of disappointed me. I'm gonna put it in good, but like it disappointed me. I thought the trailers looked way cooler, but like I was kind of disappointed. It wasn't as good as the trailers. I think they just they like rushed their like little journey around the world a little too much. But like, it's a good movie. I'm gonna put it. We'll put it to stop motion. If it's stop motion, it's automatically good. But like, I don't know. It probably should go. These should probably go up higher. But I'm just going by personal feeling. If anyone wants to like suggest moving any up, let me know. Anyone can help with the tier list if you want. Spider-Verse. I'm gonna put Spider-Verse. I'll put Spider-Verse in great. Like I said, my favorite movies are ones that surprise me, like I didn't expect them to be good, but because it's made by the Lego Movie people and Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs, I knew for a fact it was going to be good, so like I kind of didn't really care for it because I knew it was going to be good. So I'll put it in great, but like I'm not going to put it in S tier. S tiers are the good movies that like surprised me. Good Dinosaur, mediocre. You can really tell that they basically made the movie twice, apparently, where like they had an idea and they were making the movie, but then they like, no, we're gonna rewrite the movie and make the dinosaur a kid and recast them. So like you could tell that the backgrounds they spent all their time, like 2 movies worth of time, animating the backgrounds to look really realistic. But then there's like no characters, like it's all empty backgrounds. And the character designs do not match at all. Like you could tell like they started over from scratch. Which ice age is this? Let me zoom in enhance. Continental Drift. Continental Drift. I'm gonna put it higher average. I think all the Ice Age movies are technically good. But I think the only bad Ice Age movie is like the last one with the meteorite. The pacing in that one was like really freaking annoying. But like this one was like a smaller scale Ice Age, and I thought it was fine. Like everyone was like, "Oh, this is actually kind of charming," but then you know the last one sucked. And then you got the new Disney Plus ones that are freaking crap. Frozen. I'm going to put Frozen in good. I enjoy Frozen. A lot of people hate on Frozen, but I don't think it's that bad. We're going to put it up higher. I'm going to move. Let's do that. I'll put Frozen up here. I enjoy Frozen. I think the sequel's cool, but like they gave a bunch of non-answers. Like I wish they would have like planned out their answers to why she gets powers and stuff a little better. The Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. I think I want to put it good, but I think it's technically great. I think I'm gonna put it high good. Put it right here. I think it's a good movie. I think it's a little weird that Charlie Brown gets a happy ending though, because he's supposed to not have a happy ending. But like, it's decent. Let's see. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6, I think, is good. But here's the problem with Big Hero 6 for me. I like the characters in the movie, but they don't get any screen time. It's only focused on Hero, and I don't really give a crap about Hero. And I kind of like wish the other characters had screen time because they look interesting. And they went ahead and made an animated series. And they don't flesh them out in the animated series. And, you know, like, I honestly thought, like, the character Fred would be freaking annoying, but, he was actually kind of charming despite, you know, his voice actors. Apparently, I think the voice actor did something shitty. I don't know what he did, but he's not being people say he's not getting cast at anything, but, like, he's usually voices annoying characters. But, like, I thought Fred was kind of enjoyable, but the animated series made Fred suck. Like, he sucked in the animated series. Just the animated series is really loud. But I think I think Big Hero 6 is good. Let's see. Emoji Movie. Haven't seen. Like, why would I watch it? Everyone said it's crap. I think people are over-exaggerating a little bit, though. Coco, I think is good. I'll put Coco in good. I don't necessarily care for it, like, or have any strong feelings for it, but, like, I acknowledge it's good. Probably should go higher, but I'm just gonna put it in good. What is this? The Wind Rises. I think I saw this one. I think this was good. Kind of a sad movie. I think he's like a plane designer, and I think his like love interest might have had like cancer or something, was like gonna pass away. But like he spent all his time designing planes when he should have been with her. It's kind of depressing. But I think it was a cute movie. Haven't seen. It's probably good though, or decent. I like My Little Pony, but I haven't seen it yet. How to Train Your Dragons. We're gonna put that in great. It probably should go up here, but I'm gonna put it in great because I don't have much strong feelings for it. But I acknowledge it's probably one of the better DreamWorks movies. Probably like these are like the 3 best DreamWorks movies right here. But I'm gonna put it in great. Moana. Moana's good. Same level as like the Disney movies. I think all the newer Disney movies are good, except maybe the really recent ones have been starting to get a little meh. So we'll put Moana in good. I enjoyed Moana, even though it's mostly just them like floating around on blank oceans, kind of lame. They don't really go many places, but it's a good movie. Trolls. I think Trolls. I want to put Trolls in average. Though it's a good movie. I surprised me it was a good movie, but like it feels all over the place, kind of cringy. But like it's a good movie somehow. Like they somehow made a good movie. I think the sequels are better because they have a better understanding with the world and they know how to write the characters now. And the first one just was like weird. We'll put it in average. Haven't seen Anomalous. Despicable Me. I kind of want to put it in bad. I'm just gonna put them all in mediocre, but they're probably bad. Haven't seen this. Heard it is bad. And this was actually, I watched a whole video about this. This is like, this movie was a scam. This Wizard of Oz movie, where this guy is like, went to a bunch of rich people and was like, yo, give me some money. We're gonna make a Wizard of Oz trilogy and a TV show with the money. And we'll make them really cheap and we'll make a lot of money, like a franchise. And they're like, okay, cool. They made one movie and then dipped. And who knows what happened to the rest of the money. They just kept the rest of the money, even though they said they were going to make a trilogy. They conned a bunch of rich people. And apparently the son of the person who did is like a celebrity. He keeps getting pushed in things. Kind of weird. Alpha and Omega, mediocre. I don't really like it. Croods is average. We'll put Croods in average. It's an okay movie, but it's kind of lame. I don't want to move these. Let's move these down over here. We'll do this. I think I like that better. We'll do that. Move you down. I'm kind of like organizing them by color a little bit. We'll do that. All right. Ohio, Euphorium King. Welcome. We're doing the animated movies of the 2010 tier list to celebrate. Maybe I'll play a game afterwards. I'm not sure, but we're doing a tier list. Here's the tier list so far. If you have any changes, let me know. Anyone can join in with the tier list. How was your day? Let's see. Climb with a Chance of Meatballs 2. This one kind of disappointed me. Hotel Transylvania S tier? I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just average. It's kind of a meh movie. Like, it's good, but I could move it S. I'll move it good. We'll compromise and move it good. But I honestly think it's kind of average. Like, I like Hotel Transylvania, but like it's kind of like a borderline almost direct-to-video-ish, but it's not. It's not a direct-to-video-ish movie, but like it's just kind of like meh. But it's a good movie. I enjoy it. Low good? Yeah, we'll put low good. We'll do compromise. Alright. Chance of Meatballs 2, kind of where's the first one? Was the first one on here? Or was that, like, not the 2010s? Where's the first Chance of Meatballs? We'll do both of them. I don't see it. Okay. I don't know if it's on here. We'll do that later, I guess. But I was very disappointed with the Chance of Meatballs 2. I'm probably going to put it average. It's technically, I think, good. Day was okay. Have 3 lessons planned to create tonight. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just doing this tier list. I'm having pretty fun. Just talking about movies and stuff. Didn't really do much today. But like this movie really disappointed me. I like the first one. The first one's really good. But this one just kind of was lame. I liked the first one because it felt like a disaster movie. But the second one was just generic, save the animals. I agree, Marcy's mom is bad. Funny story about Marcy's moms. I remember when it first came out on DVD, me and my family went to the thrift store, and we found it day one for $1 at the thrift store. That's how bad it is. Someone bought it, watched it, returned it the day it released. Like, it was like the same week it released. It was just at the thrift store. So I was like, oh, this sucked. But we were like, oh, cool, new movie. And then we watched it and like, this is weird. It's always funny seeing movies that are bad in brand new movies that are bad in perfect condition at like a library or thrift store for sale. It's always funny. I want to see the Seth Green cut. Apparently, the kid was gonna be voiced by Seth Green, you know, like Scotty Evil from Austin Powers, but they thought it was creepy having this man voice coming out of this kid's body, so they recasted him. But like, there's still interviews and trailers of him voicing the kid because it was like last minute. But apparently, there's like a cut of the movie on the DVD. Like, I have to hack the DVD and you can watch it, but it's like still on the DVD somewhere. It's kind of funny. I want to see the Seth Green cut. He's just like a man. Even the kid kind of looks like him because, you know, he mocapped him. Oh, Home. I kind of want to put Home. I kind of want to put Home in bad. I think Home is bad. I might put it in mediocre, but I think I'm gonna put it bad. I did not like Home. It's just an annoying, weird-paced movie. Like, Home was lame. Freaking Sheldon Cooper, alien. Low, mediocre, or bad. I'm gonna put it in bad. Because honestly, I should probably put the Stickable Me movies in bad because I do not like them. But I think Home might be worse than the Stickable Me movies. Honestly. Haven't seen Underdogs. I don't really know anything about it. I think it's about like one of those soccer ball table games, but they come to life. Haven't seen Norm of the North. Here is Trash. Rob Schneider Bear. We'll put it in between the two anime movies. Haven't seen this. How to Train Your Dragons 3. I'm gonna put it in high good. I prefer the first How to Train Your Dragons. I kind of think the sequels are meh. They're good. I can acknowledge they're really good. But they don't have the magic of the first one. It kind of just felt like, ooh, we gotta do a franchise and make it cool and edgy. But it's like, I don't know. I think it lost the heart of the first one a little bit. But still a good movie. I enjoy the How to Train Your Dragons movies. Secret of Airy Yeti. It's been a while. I'm gonna put it high good because it's Ghibli and I think it was really good. That's like the Bar Wars, I think. There's like a live action movie based on the same book, I think, of the Bar Wars. It's like Ghibli's version of it. Like little people living in your house. It's a cool, cute movie. Despicable Me was pretty good and S tier depending on age and humor. However, on the third time, I went meh. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't really... It's really annoying because like it came out the same year as Megamind, and I think Megamind is a far superior movie. I love Megamind, but because Despicable Me came out first, Megamind freaking flopped because, ew, it's just a ripoff of Despicable Me. And like, no, it's better. Yeah, it is much better. I love Megamind. I want them to do a sequel, but they're making a animated series where apparently he's going to be a superhero influencer, and I'm kind of scared. That show's possibly not going to be good, but it's the same people who made the movie making it, so fingers crossed, but like, I don't have much hopes for it. Let me fix something. Oh, undo. Tier list is a little touching the chat a little bit. Let me move it a little bit. Move it here. That should be good. Alright. But I love Megamind. I think Megamind and Kung Fu Panda 2 are like the best DreamWorks movies. Maybe How to Train Your Dragon's third, but like I think wasn't. I didn't have to go that hard, but they did. Yeah, it's really good. I was surprised. Kung Fu Panda 1's good, but like Kung Fu Panda 2 really surprised me. Like, why is this so good? Megamind, they're just good movies. I think these are the top 3 DreamWorks movies. So I just favor these more than How to Train Your Dragons. I think I saw this, but it was very meh, so I don't remember. So I'm gonna put it in haven't seen, but it's probably bad. I'm not sure. Epic was disappointing. Epic is just average. The pacing's weird, but like the animation looks so freaking pretty. I was excited for Epic. Then we watched it, and it was just kind of odd. Like Blue Sky had like a lot of potential. I mean, I guess they followed up with the potential with Nimona. Nimona was really good. Like if like this was like a stepping stone to Nimona, probably like an epicer movie. Rebirds. It's probably bad to average or mediocre, but for the memes, we're putting it in S tier because it's the movie where the turkeys go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right. They go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. It's epic. Happy Feet 2. I'm gonna put it average, but it's probably mediocre. I'm gonna put it mediocre. I have no strong feelings for the Happy Feet franchise. It's kind of meh. What is this? Is this Hoodwink 2? Yeah, this is Hoodwink 2. I haven't seen it. It's probably not as good as the first. A lot of movies I haven't seen have yellow box art. A lot of yellow box art right here. Put it right here. I don't know. I'll put it here. Hotel Transylvania 3. I'll put it next to the first. They're all about equal. Maybe better than the first. I'll put it there. Continental Drift. I kind of would have put it in bad. I'll put it in bad. I might even move some of these. And I'm going to put it in mediocre. It's fine. It's just the worst. It's the worst. It's definitely the worst Ice Age movie. The pacing's really weird. And they really like push the squash and stretch, which is kind of odd when this franchise isn't like that, and then they make it more like that in the sequels. Yeah. This is probably technically good, but I'm putting it in average. I didn't really care for it. It was kind of meh. The first one's better. Kung Fu Panda 3. I'm gonna put it good. Not as good as the second one. The second one's better. Kind of was disappointed in this one. The second one is so good. I was really hyped for the third one. And it is still good, but it was just kind of just baby pandas and a goofier villain. So I put it in just good. Minions. Put it in mediocre. It's so annoying. It's like the whole thing. It's like the bad guy is just so annoying. It's like, oh, I want you to steal the crown. They steal the crown, and then she's pissed at them. You told them to do it. Why are you mad? Like it's like such a non-movie. Like what? Oh, it's annoying. Missing Link. Good. It goes with the other stop motion movies. All good. Technically, probably great movies. But I'm gonna put them in good. It's like it's like one of the only. No, it's not the only. The least creepier. Was it like a movie? Looks good. Haven't seen. Probably won't like it. Put it there. Ugly Dolls. Haven't seen. Heard it's bad. Rio 2. I thought Rio 2 was fine. My siblings would disagree. I'm going to put it in average. Put it right here. That looks good. Kind of like organizing them by color a little bit. Put it here. We'll do that. Or maybe leave here. We'll do that. Or maybe... we'll do that. Alright. Haven't seen Sherlock Gnomes. I don't think I've heard it was bad. I think it's probably fine. Like the first one. This movie was kind of lame. These People on Sherman was kind of lame. Kind of disappointing. I want a Rocky and Bullwinkle movie, but this one didn't flop, so they're not going to make any more movies from that series. I'm going to put this in good. It's probably average, though. But, like, it's good. We'll put Rise of the Guardians here. I remember seeing the commercial for it and was like, whoa, what is this movie? This movie looks really cool. Who made it? And I'm like, freaking DreamWorks made this? And they stopped making cool movies after that. But it looked really cool. And I wish they'd make more cool movies. They kind of are. They're starting to again. Puss in Boots 2 has looked really cool. Alright. Book of Life. I kind of want to say average, but I think it's lower good. I think it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. We're going to put it in good. I think that's a good spot for it. Let's see, The Nut Job. Have not seen The Nut Job. So we're going to put it here. We'll put it here. Song of the Sea, I think it was good. Probably... I think I want to put... I think I'm going to move these up. Well, like, I have no real strong feelings for them, but technically they're good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Might move some of these higher up, I'm not sure. This movie was... I want to say bad, but I might want to just put it in E. I'm going to put it in bad for now. Lorax is really cringe. I don't really like the Lorax. I might put it mediocre. I'm going to put it mediocre, but it's like not good. Especially when you hear the deleted song, Biggering. It's such a cool song. But they replaced it with how bad can I be? And it's like, why? You could have made a cool movie if you did Biggering. Biggering is such a cooler villain song. If you haven't heard the Biggering song, go check it out. It's really good. Rio, I really enjoyed Rio. I'm gonna put Rio good. Rio's a good movie. Where did I put Rio 2? I think I put Rio 2 now. Yeah, Rio 2 is an average, but Rio, I really enjoyed Rio 1. It's a cute movie. I don't know if it's that bad. I'm gonna put it in average, but like, I think people kind of over-exaggerate. I think it's just kind of meh. I have not seen Sergeant Stubby. We'll move Sergeant Stubby here. That should be good. Storks. Storks is good. I enjoyed Storks. They should have made... Wish Warner Brothers would make more animated movies. They're like making animated... I want to put it there. I think it's better than Smallfoot. Like, I was excited after the Lego movies for Warner Brothers to make it more animated movies, but then they stopped and are only making tie-in movies to Hanna-Barbera or DC, and they're kind of... They're not. I don't think they're bad. No, Scoob was bad, and I have no interest in Super Pets. It looks cringe. It's probably fine though. I hear it's fine, but like I have no interest. Arthur Christmas. I'm gonna put it in good, but I have no strong feelings. I don't know if I necessarily like it. I'm gonna put it average. I don't really care for it. How to Train Your Dragons 2, we'll put it next to third one, we'll put it right there. I prefer this first one. I think it's better. The vibe of the sequels is just different. Okay. We'll put you bad. Mediocre. Despicable Me franchise sucks. This is probably the weakest. Hotel Transylvania. No, we'll put it like that. Yeah, that should be good. Grinch, mediocre. All the Illumination movies are just mediocre. I don't really care for them. We'll do that. Like, he's supposed to be evil and stinky, and they made him nice and clean. Like, it's, I don't know. I know it's a different take, but it's kind of meh. Winnie the Pooh. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's probably really good. I need to rewatch Winnie the Pooh. Put it in good. Maybe even S. I'm gonna put it in S because just Winnie the Pooh's cute. I mean, great. I don't know. Haven't seen it in a while. Leap. Haven't seen. Looks cute, but I hear it's not that good. Put it up higher. Nutjob 2, haven't seen. Probably not good. Though I think I saw Nutjob on a little bit of the Nutjob on TV and thought it looked fine. Like, not great, but like, it looks fine. Honestly, Penguins of Madagascar was kind of disappointing. I honestly I didn't really care for it. I'm gonna put it maybe. I'll put it in good. I'll put it in average. I'm gonna move some down. I'm gonna put. I'm not sure. I don't know. I really like the Penguins. I just thought it was a little too much. Some being spies. It's a little much. Too much. Again, too heavily on like the moral or or whatever. It's kind of meh. Pirates Band of Misfits. I think it's good. I think I remember it's good. We're gonna put it with stop motion. If it's stop motion, it's probably automatically good. It's a fun movie. I like the running gag of like the pirate disguised as the girl pirate disguised as the guy because, you know, girls can't be a pirate or whatever. And I think her name was like the suspiciously curvaceous pirate. Like that was her character's name. They all have like weird names describing what kind of pirate they are. It's pretty funny. Where should I put it? Oh, put it right. Put it here. It's a fun movie. Secret Life of Pets 2, mediocre. Planes, haven't seen Planes. Where's the first Planes? First Planes right here. I'll put it right here. Average. The first SpongeBob movie's better. Possibly even mediocre. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. We'll move Peabody and Sherman up. It's not that bad. I'll put that. Or maybe I'll move it back lower. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put Peabody and Sherman. Alright, Sing. Higher mediocre, I guess. We'll put it here. Like, okay, it's okay. But it's meh. Haven't seen Sparks. Put it there. Ninjago. Ninjago, I honestly liked it more than Lego Batman. We'll move it up. Let's put the Lego movies up. I honestly preferred it more. I thought it's probably not the best. This is probably better, but like I like Garmadon. He was funny. Like it could have been. It felt rushed, but like it was good for what it is. All right. Oh, did the music stop? All right. All right. Boss Baby is just average. I don't think it's bad. It's fine. I might put it mediocre. Yeah, I'll put it, no. I'll put it low. We'll do this. It's average. Fox Trolls. I think it's my least favorite Leica movie. I thought it was meh. We'll put it with good. I don't remember very much. Let's see. Lego Movie 2. I'm gonna put it good. The first one's better though. It might even be great. I'm gonna put it here. I like the first one better. Haven't seen Red Turtle. Put Red Turtle there. Star was... We'll put Star bad, but it's probably mediocre. Toy Story 3. I'm gonna put it in good, but I don't really have much. I don't really have that much strong feelings for the Toy Story franchise. They're just okay. We'll put it. I want to put it on movie. We'll do that. Your Life of Pets. We'll put Cringe. Let's see. Put it here. Yeah, I'll put it next. I'll put it next to it. Brave is okay. Kind of pretty good. It's lower good. Probably average though. I heard this is bad. Like they took the Walking with Dinosaurs name and then just made a bad movie with it. I'm going to put it. We'll put it here. We'll put it here. This movie was kind of depressing. I'm gonna put it in great, but like I have no strong feelings for it. It was just kind of depressing. I'm gonna put it next to Toy Story 3. It didn't need to exist. It's kind of meh. And let's see. This was mediocre. It is technically bad, but like, I'm just gonna put it mediocre. It's just a movie that exists. It shouldn't have existed. Okay. Let's see. Angry Birds 2. I think it's better than the first. Where's the first one? The first one is average. We'll put it in good. This looks like a good spot. Why? I should probably move this higher. We'll put it higher. Honestly, it should probably go up here. I don't know. I haven't seen the Playbill movie, but I heard the beginning's really funny, where they have like they sing their like little "I Want" song. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go on an adventure, explore the world, and then they get a knock on the door, and it's a cop, like your parents are dead. It's really jarring. It's like, what the fuck? Abominable. It is average, probably low average, maybe even mediocre. I'm gonna put average. I thought it was meh. Frozen 2, I think it is cooler than Frozen 1. The Frozen 1's probably better. I'm gonna put it. I'll put it here for now. I thought it was cool. I just wish the answers were a little more interesting. Of how her powers came from. Haven't seen When the Cold Brew Hits. I've seen the memes though, When the Cold Brew Hits. I'll put that there. And Addams Family is bad. I'm gonna put it in bed. It's probably just average, but I'm gonna put it in bed. And I think that's it. I'll put home up front. We'll do that. All right. Okay. Stretch. Stretch. That's the tier list, I guess. Kind of took quicker than I thought it would. So I guess I could do a game, or I could just end stream. What I'm gonna do is probably gonna take a bathroom break and go to the starting screen, so that way I can edit these. I like to save the VODs. I'm probably going to edit the VODs into 2 VODs, one where I play a game and one with the tier list. I'll probably do that if I do play a game. I normally play Mario Rabbids on Thursdays. I could do Mario Rabbids, like maybe 2 hours of Mario Rabbids or something, or I could do something like F-Zero or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. What should I play? It's probably gonna be a Switch game. So like I'm probably gonna go to the starting suit screen, go to the bathroom for a second, and then set everything up. And we'll go ahead and start another game maybe, or I could end. Let me see who's on. Maybe I'll just raid. I do have Ahsoka to watch. Let's see. I might not raid. I'm not sure what I want to do. Let me see. Raid channel. Who's on? I have some options. This person was in the stream where I got 100 followers. They helped me get 100 followers. They're probably planning on raiding me, though. I'll probably maybe I'll raid them. I don't know. They might not raid me. I don't know. What should I do? Watch some videos, maybe. I am not sure what I want to do. Let me do. I'm going to Google yes, no wheel. Let's see, yes, no wheel. Yes means stream more, no means raid. Alright. We're gonna do best 2 out of 3. Let's see. Should we keep streaming? I have a hard time making up my decisions. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, best 2 out of 3. I'm gonna do 2 more spins. And it's gonna decide if we play a different game or not. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's a tie so far. I'm probably just gonna raid. Let's see. One more try. What is it gonna be? Alright, it looks like we're going to raid. Maybe. I don't know. I hate coming up with decisions on the stream. Let me grab my Switch. See, let me look at my games. I'm thinking like maybe Mario Rabbids or F-Zero 99, but I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and raid. We'll just make this one a nice little short little stream. But 1 hour is really short. Ah, damn, I hate coming up with decisions. I don't know. Yeah, we'll raid. See. Eeny, meeny. Oh, I hit my mic. I'm sorry. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna raid. Alright. Thank you all for coming. I really had fun doing this tier list. I thought it was pretty fun. Next stream is either going to be Tuesday with more Earthbound or Saturday with Mario Rabbids. Or we can do Mario Rabbids right now. I don't know. We're gonna raid though. So next stream might be Saturday, possibly with Mario Rabbids. I'm not sure. Or Tuesday with Earthbound. But until then, thank you all for coming. I hope you have a wonderful night. And happy holidays, everyone. Let's go raid. Let's see. Who should I raid? All right. We're gonna raid Noble since they hung out last stream. All right. Thank you all for coming, and
Now that's what I call
oh crap! Cancel raid. Shit! Cancel raid. Cancel raid. Ah. Cancel raid. 1 sec. Damn it! Cancel. Hi Jambi, how you doing? I just finished the tier list. And I'm debating whether I should raid or play a game. I honestly don't know. Now there's someone in chat. Oh, let me get a drink. How you doing, Jambi? Usually I stream long. Thank you for the head pets and hydrate. Usually I stream longer than an hour, but I finished the tier list, so now I don't know what to do. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I got 100 followers. Here, you can see the tier list. I am using one mouse on 2 computers, so I had to swap the USB thing back and forth. You can see the tier list right here if you want. Honestly, there probably should be more higher movies. Some of these, I don't know. You see any last minute changes you want to do? Or do you not really care about animated movies? I'm not sure. But I was thinking about rating. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna raid. I don't know. I finished the tier list. I normally play Mario Rabbids on Thursday. That's the plan, but I decided to do this instead. I could do Mario Rabbids now, but I don't know. Doing good. Wanted to stop by and sit and hi before napping. All right, thank you for saying hi. I really appreciate it. Sorry you came at the end. I think someone raided me the other night at the end of the stream. People keep coming at the end, and I feel bad. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. But I think I'm going to raid. I'm not sure. I hate coming up with decisions on stream. I'll probably raid. I'll watch Ahsoka tonight. Alright. I'm gonna start the raid. Looks good to me. My internet is wigging out at the moment, so I can't give too much opinion. Alright. I'll post the tier list on Twitter. If there's anybody lurking, follow me. If you want, I don't care. Alright. So let's go ahead and raid. Sorry you popped by at the end. I had fun making this tier list though. I think it's pretty good. Do you think should my next celebration be 200 follows or 150? Either way, I think what we're gonna do is like either, let's say 200 follows, I'm gonna do the movies of the 2000s, and then 300 we'll do movies of the 90s, and then after that we'll have to think of something else. But I'm gonna do like animated movies, I think. Well, let's go ahead and raid now. Alright. The only problem is I have to go to the bathroom. I feel kind of late. I like to sit in the chat for a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and raid. Alright. Alright, thank you everyone for coming. I had a lot of fun tonight. Next stream, Saturday, more Rowdy Rabbids, or Tuesday with Earthbound. I'm not sure. But until then, happy holidays, everyone. Bye. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.